Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Another run here with Benson. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, we're
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Flush to his right. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, it's Benson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Benson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cards are an extra point away from drawing level. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
From the gun on third down, Howell. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. He's got the first down and potentially a lot more. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Benson running right. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. In motion, the tight end. A give up the middle with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's Howell. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7. From the 33, here's second down and 1.
Here we go, set.
They run over center with Benson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Cardinals had a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a first down on that last catch.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 6.
That's quickly out to Harrison. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Benson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Benson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And they'll run again. They'll try again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but then it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Back to Walker on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here is 3rd and 5. A give for Walker running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Here we go.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And Wilson in motion left. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll set up to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now they'll audible to something else. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll go play action. Howell. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Howell out of the shotgun. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Shut up! Bravo 80!
Throwing here, Howell. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go. Let's go.
And Howell will throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Howell down to throw it. That escapes the sack. Buying time to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Track 60.
Howell. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now Howell. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Ready? Get up.
To the right side, this is Walker.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Here we go, set.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Go.
Faking the handoff. Howell. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Ready? Check, check. 70 Timberwolves. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Howell. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hut.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Let's go now.
Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Come on.
In motion goes the tight end.
Check, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Ready up.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Set. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Flushed out right.
Touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunate. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 40-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try for the first with Walker. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot, hot.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Walker with another carry.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go. Go.
And they take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Okay, ready?
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The rookie from Oklahoma putting that one on target, and that'll earn his guys a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So the victory here for Seattle.